1 minute remaining in practice.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Vernon Curling Club. It's the Rick Cotter Memorial Spiel here. It is the men's final. Team Sato versus Team Ballard. Team Sato will have the hammer here. They'll be throwing the blue rocks. Team Ballard throwing the yellow. And it'll be the lead, Liam Hudson here. It should be Sam Hudson. I should know this. It is the men's final. It's part of the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. It is Sam Hudson the lead. That will end up being a corner guard. And because it is a corner guard, Team Sato is going to go around it here. Jacob Umbach the lead. Going to play around it here. Team Sato, this is their third final in 3 events here so far on the tour season. Won both of them. They won the Anita Cochran, as well winning in Golden Years last weekend. Team Ballard rolling the hot hand here. Defeating Team Carpenter in the semifinal. Dawson Ballard, the skip, making a beautiful double for 3 in the last end to win. And as that rock from Jacob comes to the back 8-foot, Team Ballard is going to draw right to it here. Playing around the corner guard early, but this one is moving towards their own rock, and it will roll to center, so not a terrible result. Does get the center guard, opens up the blue one. This is our 8th game here on Sheet 3 this weekend. First men's game, actually. We're doing all women's games. And it has been fantastic. It's been a great weekend so far. So there's still a corner guard here for Team Sato to go around, in which they will. Ice is definitely curling a lot more towards the boards. A little straighter up the middle, but still curling nicely. Seeing a lot of over curls playing towards the wings. As that one again does nick the yellow one, and they'll come in front of their blue here on the tee line, so sitting too early on. But it is a pretty basic double. You can make a double here, maybe a little roll to the 4-foot. So it's the second Brendan Reimer. Just looking pretty close here. Get the 1, get 2, and we'll roll the 4-foot exactly as I predicted. But a chance to hit and roll behind the corner guard again for Team Sato. Josh Mickey, the second, throwing his first. And they will hit and they will roll. Still open in the 8-foot. You can see Team Ballard can see all of it. So they're going to try to roll behind their center guard. It's been a nice week for Team Ballard in a game yesterday. In the game that they needed to win to continue on to try and make the playoffs. If they lost, they wouldn't have been in consolation. They were down 4 going into 8. They told me before the game that before this game that for that game they were considering shaking and being down 4, but they decided to keep playing, and they eventually took 4 in 8 on a measure. They had a measure for the 4th point. They got it, and they stole in the extra end to win. And they've been riding the momentum from that win ever since, and it's got them here in the final. So they will hit and roll out. And now you can play the draw. They're on it for line right now. And it will just nick the yellow one and spill into the top of the 12-foot. So it was a nice weight there from Josh, but again, just curling a little too much for him. So Rhett Hildenbrandt now, the 3rd for Team Ballard. Again, trying to roll behind the center guard. And they will roll past it and to the other side of the sheet here. So for Team Sato, again, roll behind the center, roll to the wing. Either or. And it's 3rd, Matthew McCready. Playing 3rd this year, been a lifelong skip. But he's adjusted well to this 3rd position. And they're going to try to roll behind the corner. And they will just roll the 4-foot there, biting the button. So still open here for Team Ballard to try roll behind. We'll see who can make the hit and roll first. So Brendan Reimer now trying to make it curl. So they're going to roll the other way, or they're going to roll out, and they will roll, and they will not, maybe. I'm going to take a look at it here. I'm going to assume it's not in. Maybe this view will help. Not much better. But regardless, because if it is in, it's barely in. So Team Sato are going to ignore it. Just go around the corner guard. It can still generate their 2 here. Matthew, a former winner of this event a few years ago. I remember that well because I remember he beat me in the quarterfinals that year. Still think I should have won it. But now is not the time to vent the frustrations. It's about the curlers on the ice, not about me. As that one under curls on them. And Dawson will head down. Dawson, a former teammate of Josh and Hayato. Played with them for the last couple years. Won some BC U18 championships together. Won a gold medal at the Canada Winter Games last year together. They decided to go their separate ways as we get a little cameo from Logan Muir in there. As Dawson delivers his first here in 1. So again, they're going to try a roll for, I think, like the 6th time in a row. Lost count. And they will nose it. So another chance to go behind the corner guard. Still not sure if that yellow one is biting there at the back to 12. If it is, it's just biting that black outside ring there. Maybe they'll put a stick to it. So Hayato now will get set in the hack. Not touching this one. He will hit and he will jam on that one, and it will spill out. So a little lucky there. Now we'll never know if that yellow one was ever in. It's unfortunate, but open hit here for Dawson. Again, try to roll behind the center guard, make the blank as difficult as possible. But main thing here is just to hit and stick in the house. Dawson, his last, just make the blue go away and roll inside the rings. And it will just do just that, just right on the nose. And Hayato will go down now. So a blank here in end number 1. Now you can see where the broom is. Definitely straight out here going towards the center, outside in. Run out of his hand. And looks fine here. They'll clean that, and the blank is made, and it will remain scoreless after the first end here. Team Sato will keep the hammer. And the second end is on deck here from Vernon. It's the men's final of the Rick Cotter Memorial.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.
Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club men's final. And number 2, Team Sato will regain the hammer, or keep it. I am Jordan Kiss. It is the third event on the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. As that rock comes to the button from Sam. Hayato's going to ask Jacob here just to hit it and again try to roll to the wings. 8 end games here, no time limit. 5 rock rule. Each team is given 2 90-second timeouts. That rock from Jacob slowly rose to the 4-foot. These two teams both don't mind playing the blanks. You saw on the opening draw on the men's side, Team Ballard versus Team Carpenter. Was it 5 of the first, or 6 of the first, 5 of the first 6 ends were blanked. They blanked the first 4, and then Team Carpenter tried to blank the 5th, but Braden hit it on the nose and got 1. And I believe Team Ballard blanked 7. No, they blanked 6, scored 7, and then Carpenter won it in the 8th end. Hopefully we don't get a game like that. For now, we're moving over to sheet 4 of the women's final between Team Drexel and Team Daniels. Drexel with a single in the first end to take the early 1-0 lead. And there are the 2 consolation finals as well happening over on sheet 2, the men's consolation. Hometown team, Team Caldwell against Team Marr. And on sheet 5, it's Team Calhoun versus Team Taylor. This is rock from Brendan coming down the left side here. Will hit on the nose. This is the second time these two teams have met this season. That was last Saturday in Maple Ridge, where Team Sato defeated Team Ballard 4-3. But these two teams know each other quite well. If they're friends off the ice, Brendan Reimer, second for Team Ballard, played with Matthew last year. I believe he played with Jacob the year before at U18s. So an open house here for Brendan Reimer to draw to. Pick a spot you want to hit it, draw it there. At worst, anywhere in the paint's fine. Sweepers will clean this one in. And it will come to the back of the button. So Team Ballard does have their draw weight here early on. That'll be another hit here for Josh. Son of Ryan Mickey, 2000 Brier World Champion. Who's one of the 2 coaches on this team. The other coach for Team Sato is Brent Pierce, who Brian won the 2000 Brier Worlds with. And Brent is the one up here this weekend. And, Craig Lepine is the coach for Team Ballard. As we're now on to third rocks here in end number 2. Rhett back on the competitive scene after taking some time off. It's his last year of junior eligibility. As he hits that one on the nose, and Hayato will put the broom down for Matthew, and he'll look to do the same and try to roll to the wings. They're both teams. They're hoping the other team misses one. Maybe try to set up a steal for Team Ballard or a 2 for Team Sato. And the hit is made, and all right, we'll try to do the exact same thing he did on his last one. So they're off this one. Now making this one curl. And they will hit, and will it sit? It will, and I'm gonna guarantee you this time that one's out. But a rock to freeze to for Team Sato here. So play the freeze. You'll be fine with it short here. You leave a corner guard, that's all right. So last of the third rocks. This one is sitting a little wide, so I'm going to bring this one to the 8-foot. I don't want to say why. It was pretty. I would assume Matt threw that one on the broom. Maybe it just didn't curl up for him. So again for Team Ballard here, just an open hit. And you try to roll away for here to the left. You don't want to allow Team Sato to use that yellow one. Dawson will hit on the nose, and Hayato will put the broom down for Matt. Hayato and Matt reuniting after playing on different teams for a number of years. Sato will throw his first rock. I'm going to try to roll over here. And they will a little bit. But again for Dawson, just a open hit here. Right on the nose. Blue could jam on the yellow, but Dawson's going to have to miss this one pretty badly for that to happen, and I'd be shocked if it does. Trying to make this one curl. Doesn't look like it's going to hang around, but it will. So it'll be another blank chance here for Team Sato. Taking his time. The cleanest early. And no mistake made. Hit, roll out. They'll probably look at this yellow one here. Maybe they're going to put a stick to it. I don't think it's in. If we're not sure, guys, put a stick to it. I think right wants to measure it here. Might as well. Get the 12-foot stick and see if it's in. I wouldn't expect it to be. I'd be really shocking if it is. That's some much needed drama here on the second end. If this yellow rock is in, it'll be a steal of 1 for Team Ballard. So I'll get the 12-foot stick out here. And it's not it. So it'll be a blank here in end number 2. And Team Sato will keep the hammerhead into the third end here in the men's final of the Rick Cotter Memorial from Vernon. Welcome back here inside the Vernon Curling Club. We've had first 2 ends blanked here in the men's final. Rick Cotter Memorial. Jordan Kiss with you. And Sam Hudson puts that one in the forefoot. I'm gonna pray here that I had to ask for the guard. And nope. So Jacob here going to play the hit. And he will hit and roll out. So maybe we'll see Team Ballard to play a center, and Dawson's going to ask for one. And over in the women's final, a steal of 1 for Team Drexel in end number 2. So they'll take the 2-0 lead there. And a center guard from Team Ballard. And now I was going to ask Jacob here for the corner. Could also go around the center here if you want to. And the corner guard is made here from Jacob. So now Team Ballard going to come around their center guard. Brendan Reimer, his turn now here in the third end. They're making this one curl now. Looks like it will get by. And it will come to rest here on the 4-foot. Feel like it's partially open here. Now throw back line weight at it if you want to. Or you can freeze. That'll be fun. So they're gonna play soft weight at this. Try to roll open. Sands hack weight. This one is all over the guard, making a roll for another corner here. And they will. It's still a usable rock. Blocking that right side of the 12-foot. So they're going to put up a center guard here, Team Ballard. I'm trying to keep this one straight here. It's starting to over curl. It needs to sit down. And it will, but it looks like the yellow one will be pretty much all open. You know, 3/4 of it. Always play the same weight at it for Team Sato. Hit it really can go all the way behind your long corner, your wide corner. So Josh now a little chance at redemption here after missing his first. And again, this one getting close to the yellow one. And they will get it by. And it will roll and roll full 8-foot here on the right. So nice weight control, nice sweep, nice line call. All around good shot. And Team Ballard, like we saw in the first end, going to try to roll behind their center guard. Didn't make one in the first. Trying to change that around. This one is curling. That is the name of the game, and it will roll out. So a chance here for Team Sato to go around their corner. Matthew McCready. Line's really nice here. It's by. Looks like it's going to curl. Well, it's just taken off a little bit there at the end, but it will do the job. It is fully buried. So you could see Team Ballard maybe come to corner freeze. You still have your center guard you can draw around. Well, that's can be risky. You can try to draw even behind that blue when they're at the back of the 8-foot, but you have your own guard in the middle. Might as well use it. If you can make it really nice. No, Team Sato is probably going to have to peel it. So they're going to go around their center guard. The sweepers don't want to put a broom down to this one. Saying it's heavy. And that will come to the back button, back 4. But a wide open now. Chance to split the rings here for Team Sato. Now they will hit the yellow, but this blue one will just hang in. So shot is made. Does the job exactly what you want. You are sitting 2. Pretty split apart. So right now for Team Ballard, it's how do you limit Team Sato to 2 right now, because 3 is very much in play for them. So they're going to play the open one here. Safe call. Either other option, again, to go around your center guard, but if you don't make that, then again, you're looking at a possible 3 for Team Sato. So play the open one. You won't be shot, and we'll see what Team Sato does if they elect to. They'll probably hit it again, I would think. You won't see them draw around the center, because if they do, Team Ballard will sit on it. And then that blue rock behind the corner guard won't be a factor. So very important to stick here. And they will hit on the no. So the blue is still shot rock at the 8-foot behind the corner. So we're going to play the freeze to it here. Again, as long as your second shot after this. If you're not second, the third, you might see Team Ballard go around the center guard. So probably at worst they're going to give up is 2. So even if you're top 8-foot here, it's okay. You know, you'll leave Team Ballard with the hit and roll behind. But freezing is the perfect spot for this rock. Lock it on the yellow one. They're on it for Wade, on it for Lions. It's light. Again, got to get it for at least second here. Try to get it in the house. Now they will. It is third. So you can see Dawson right there putting the broom behind the center guard. A little less risk involved now. As long as you don't leave Hayato with a double. But Barry around the center guard. It's been a very tricky shot through all the games here this weekend on sheet 3. Definitely been a lot more missed come rounds than makes. So even top 8's good, top 4, top button. Anywhere's buried at shot rock, you're gonna force to 1. So now this one needs to curl. Wade's good, just trying to finish it off here. He's bury a piece of it. And that should do the trick. Looks like it's gonna be edge on edge. So it's gonna be a hit for 1 here for Hayato and his team. Or actually, it's a hit for 2, excuse me. So it is a hit for 2. Needs to stick in the 8-foot. And it will remove the yellow and it will spill out. So a missed opportunity there for Team Sato, but they will get their single here in the third end. And we'll put the first points on the board here in the men's final from Vernon. It's the Rick Cotter Memorial Jr. fourth end coming up. Team Sato up 1-0.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You got to see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Ballard Direct.
We are here inside the Vernon Curling Club. Team Ballard will have the hammer here in the first end for the for the first time this game. That's what I was going to say. Jacob Bumbach will lead us off here. It's the third event on the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Ballard Direct Insurance. Our Carla BC members, that's you watching right now, can benefit from a discount on car, home, condo, and tenant insurance. On top of any other savings, discounts, and benefits you are already eligible for. So you can check Ballard Direct online. You can give them a call. But when you do, Let them know that you're a Curl BC member, and you will receive an exclusive premium. Trust me, I've checked it out myself. You're going to save a lot of money here at Ballard Direct. They are the place to go for your insurance. I'd also like to thank Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. Jordan Kiss here with you. Jacob throwing the center guard. Looks like Team Ballard going to go to the wing here. And that rock will come to the top of the 12. They're going to try hit roll here. Team Sato behind their guard. Will come on the nose. It'll still be in play, in the house to be exact. Sam Hudson. Not touching this one right now. It will come on the nose and will act as a corner guard for them. And Five-Rock also seems Sato can't hit it out right now. So Josh is going to be asked to play around their blue. Over in the women's final on sheet 4, a score of 2 for Team Daniels and 3. They are now tied with Team Drexel. And in the consolation finals on the men's side, Team Caldwell, I believe, has a 3-0 lead over Team Mar. And then the women's Team Taylor is up 5-1 over Team Calhoun as they play the third end. As Josh makes a lovely draw. And for Team Ballard, they can come and freeze on it. Play a little tap. Top 4. Don't want to be heavy here. Light's okay. So just need to make this one curl right now. It's like back 4. Back 4T, and a nice shot there from Brendan. And they are locked on. Still looks like blue is the shot rock on the button. Again, very close, hard to tell. So the Team Sato here gonna put one of those right on top and sandwich the yellow one in. And they will do just that. 2 nice draws there from Josh, but they will tap the round. So for sure, the yellow is sitting 1. So they're going to peel the blue here. And I think because they are sitting 1, you know, why peel? Just want to keep their options open here. The scoring zone's pretty small right now. It's not really a good place to put this yellow one in the 4-foot area. As the peel is made. And if you're thinking about it, you could have maybe put one back on top. But Team Sato right now going to put a guard right back on it. No, they're fine here with forcing Team Ballard to a single. But that button is still accessible for both teams. Maybe you see later on Team Sato play hit and try to remove that yellow one. You know, Matthew McCready can definitely throw the weight to do so. And that will come on top of it. So a nice guard there from Matthew. And Rhett's going to peel this one. Watch the blue rock, guys. Thank you, Logan. Nobody paying attention there. Logan making his second appearance in this game, playing on the other sheet. So Team Sato here going to throw the guard back up. Or maybe not. Still yellow is sitting at 1. Definitely tempted to maybe come in there, even tap. Move some things around a bit. There's no way Team Ballard can get rid of both blues. So that one undercurls a little bit, so leaving the ones in the house open. I think if you do play it, chances are your yellow might not be shot if you tap it up and move it over. You could leave blue sitting 1 here. I definitely think you need to move some of these because you want to kind of separate this blue and the yellow here. Because that blue on top of the yellow is just an inconvenience for Team Ballard. So they're going to throw some weight here. I think it looks like they're going to try to have the yellow one kind of roll, bounce off the blue one on the back 4 and kind of roll in this area behind the guard. This one roll behind, they will get some separation. That's a pretty nice shot. There's no yellow double. And Team Sato does have like a tap on their blue in the 4. Can't tell who's shot right now. It is the blue one. So you didn't have to make a play on it. You could, put a guard on it. I like it. It's not an easy rock for Team Ballard to remove. The only way they can do it is if they hit it really thin and punch it out this way. Or unless they, run the guard in. But yeah, I like the guard here. Yeah, so guard, just shorter, top 12. You don't want to be deep here. Even if you you're cornering the yellow one isn't great, because you'll see Dawson come hit it on the nose and kind of line things up, making that blue one a little easier to get out. And then your guard's going to have to be absolutely perfect, and for Dawson not to have a shot at it. So play it tight to the rings here. Even if you're on the center line, that's fine. I don't think you want to overcurl. If you're wide, even if you're center line, it's still a very difficult shot for Dawson to remove the blue. And the guard is made. And this is the Rick Cotter Memorial Jr. here, men's final. Jordan Kiss with you inside the Vernon Curling Club. Part of the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. 1-0 for Team Sato. Team Ballard with the hammer. Sato sitting one here without. Of course, after the set is completed, there will be a 5-minute fourth end break. And your team, Ballard, you're trying to maybe give yourself a setup shot here, so you can maybe score multiple points in your last. You have to be able to remove that blue one. I think if you can remove both these guards here, you'll give yourself the best chance, because I don't think Hayato will be able to guard either the yellow-blue or just the blue pick. You can't guard both with one shot. So double peel here. And probably what Hayato could do would probably be corner freeze the yellow one. That should, do the trick. That first rock here for Dawson Ballard in the fourth end. So I'll just take the top off here. And Team Sato now will play the guard one more time. So you could play the same shot, and then all Dawson will have is a draw to the button for one. You don't have to go in here. Same shot is perfect. So they're going top 8, top 12. I like just putting it in the same spot. Kind of halfway here. No need to go deep. It's not going to do you much if you go deep. I think the higher you are, the better. Because if you do come deep, you might set up a very weird double for Dawson. So say you come here. Now, you could leave a double. You hit this rock in here, and then this one will spill open there in the corner. So last rock for Team Sato here in 4, without the hammer, sitting in 1. I'm just going to clean this one here. Line's fine. It's all about line more than weight, and that's perfect right there. Exactly where I wanted it. So it's a draw to the button here for Team Ballard. Just need a piece of it. And you'll get your single and tie this one up halfway through. The last rock here in 4 needs a piece of the button for 1. Sweepers were on it right away here. Starting to curl right now. Needs to go for weight. And it will come to the top 8 foot here. So it'll be a steal of 1 for Team Sato here in the 4th inning. They'll take the 2-0 lead halfway through this one. We'll take a 5-minute break, but we'll return with more action here from the men's final of the Rick Cotter Memorial Junior from Vernon.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Ballard Direct.
Welcome back here inside the Vernon Curling Club. Men's final, Rick Cotter Memorial Jr. A steal of 1 for Team Sato in the 4th end. They will have the 2-0 lead as we get set for the second half here. Jacob Umbach, it's the Rick Cotter Memorial, part of the BC Junior Curling Tour. Presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. My name is Jordan Kiss. Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. It's the first rock from Jacob. Will come to the top of the 4-foot. Third event on the Junior Tour this year. The next event will be 2 weekends in Kamloops. And of course, Kamloops is where we will be next weekend for the Crown of Curling. That getting underway on Friday. So I'll be there with every draw. Men's and women's action. Jim Cotter in the field. I believe Tyler Tardy's there as well. And hometown team, Corinne Brown. That coming to you next week. So the corner guard is thrown by Team Ballard, and Heido's going to ask Jacob here just to freeze right on top of his own. They're hard on it for line. Want to keep it on the nose. And that's a fine spot for it, top 12. So if Team Ballard does like to hit and roll like they will here, the blue will jam. There is no double and roll behind the guard. So Brendan now trying to make this one curl. And will come to the nose, and both blues, one of them will be removed, but the other one will move to the back of the 12, but at least clears up the middle right now. So I don't think if he hits it on the nose here, if it will be in or out of play. Josh, now his first here in the 5th end. And will come to the nose. Dawson taking a look at it as well. Looks like it is in, so he can hit. They're going to try to create a double corner guard here for themselves. Of course, in this event, tour points are up for grabs, where the team with the most points after 5 events will receive an automatic berth in provincials. That's on men's and women's, 1 team on each side. Provincials this year in Victoria. End of December, beginning of January. Then a chance to play for the opportunity to be the home province of the Canadian Juniors this year in Langley. As that rock comes to the nose, and will stay in the free guard zone. But also in this event, prize money up for grabs. $3,950 in total on the men's side. The winner here will receive $1,400, while the team that doesn't win will receive $1,000. So both teams hopefully making a little profit here this weekend. And this one will hit on the nose, so they'll leave that blue one there. Team Ballard does have that long guard there on the right side. That's not doing too much for them. You could throw another tight corner guard around it. Be short. But they're going to come around the blue. So come around the blue guard. On it for line right now. It's going to be very close. And it will just touch the outside of the blue and spill for a second shot. Almost had it. If one got by, that would have been top 8. Definitely a shot stone. So we're now on to third rocks. Kind of very hit and flop here for Matthew. And the women's final over on sheet 4, score of 1 for Team Drexel and 4. They have the 3-2 lead over Sarah Daniels as they get underway in the 5th end. Sarah Daniels stealing her way to victory in the semifinal this morning. And that one will come to the nose. But looks like it is a biter. So again, you could hit the open one here. I like throwing a tight, a tight guard behind this yellow one here. Yeah, that's what Dawson's doing. Maybe he might change his mind. You could try to come in behind it. You can't draw behind the blue one. That guard up there, the yellow one, just in the way. The problem is with being so high, you have to pretty much be, just be in the 12th foot for it to be a nicely buried rock. They're on it for line. And they will just tick it again. That's 2 ticks in a row for Team Ballard on some come-around draws. Well, they still have both sides available open. You could play tap here for Team Sato. You have 2 options. I definitely like tapping this one on the nose. And Team Ballard's going to be forced to play a run back. So needs this one to curl right now. That's what Jacob's doing. Want to get as close to the nose as possible. And we'll hit it on the high side, and we'll put it near the center line. So a hit and roll. Can roll either way. To take both turns at it. So they're gonna throw the in turn here. They're gonna roll behind the yellow one, so they're gonna throw the out turn. Yep. So red Hildenbrandt. This one's really moving. They might even just miss it all, and they will. So over curl. And Team Sato now just put a guard in the hole. Then you might see Dawson in a way to generate his 2 come this way. I'd play that shot, I think. Although if you don't make it, I'm gonna be blunt here, you're kind of screwed if you don't make that one. We'll see if Hayato here can make this guard first off. Sweeper just cleaning this in here. Does the job and plugs the hole, guards their rocking the 8-foot. So Dawson there, play the long draw. Not much else you have right now. Don't think you're going to be able to hit and roll off the blue rock just behind Rhett there. Roll into the 8-foot for a shot. So a crucial draw here. You need to be shot rock. So if you can get it right there, that is perfect. I don't think there's a I don't think there's a hole through there to the middle. No, definitely not. The line's fine here. It's all about the weight right now, and it needs to stop. And it will come to the back 8-foot for second. And you're gonna see. I'd play that. I'd follow your Hayato here. You follow Dawson down. Do the same shot. Play the same way. Top 4. He's gonna have a really difficult shot against 2. Even if you're light, he's got a super long tap on this rock over here. So it'll be the last rock for Team Sato in the 5th end. Currently sitting 1 without the hammer. Looking to bury one more. This one's looking good. Trying to get for a second shot. Needs the piece of the 8 to do so. And they will sit 2. Draw is blocked off. Now, question is, what do you do? There's not a lot. You have 2 run backs. That's pretty much it. If you get those 2 going, you can, score 2. Could run this one here right into these 2 blues and get rid of both of them. You have the run back on the right as well. So you want to hit right in the middle of those 2. I don't think there's a hole. So that's what they're going to do. Yellow. Just off nose, like as close to nose without being nose as you can. Hit the one that Hayato threw first. And it is there for 2. So a huge shot for 2 against 2 right now for Team Ballard, trailing by 2 in the 5th end. So they're on it here. This is going to be very close. And they'll get 1. So, they'll jam. It'll be a steal of 2. So Team Sato here will put 2 more on the board. Take the 4-0 lead here in the men's final from Vernon. That's the Rick Cotter Memorial, and number 6 is on its way.
Miles to go, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.
Steal it 2 for Team Sato in 5. 4-0 lead here. Team Ballard still with the hammer. Looking to put up points for the first time here. That's the Rick Cotter Memorial men's final on the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western, where Curl BC members can use this corporate ID code of 0150-4820. Write that down. I'll say it one more time for you. 0150-4820. You can use that when you book a room at a Best Western, and you can receive discounts up to 19% off. 19%, what a deal. You can do that online or by calling 1-800-WESTERN, Best Western, the official hotel of Curl BC. You can also check out Curl BC online at curlbc.ca. Info you may have on playdowns or coaching workshops. Maybe you want to become an ice maker. You can check out all the info of the ice tech courses that you can take, officiating. Want to know about playdowns, maybe hosting the playdown event, or want to register for a playdown, you can do so curlbc.ca. You can also get more info on all the men's and women's tours and the junior tours, all the standings at curlbc.ca. You can also follow Curl BC on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's 2 nice rocks there from Jacob, and we 2 corner guards thrown here for Team Ballard. Sam Hudson. So an update on the standings here on the BC Junior Curling Tour. This is the third of 5 events. The top team will receive an automatic berth in provincials. And Team Sato is on top with 245 points after winning the first 2 events. You know, they win this one, they'll be in a good position to get that top seed and avoid playdowns. Team Caldwell is in second with 159, and Dawson Ballard is currently in third with 91 points. And on the women's tour, Team Richards is currently leading with 133 points. Daniels in second with 120. And Team Taylor is third with 107.5 points. There's next event on the junior tour, Kamloops 2 weekends from now. Next event on the men's and women's tour, Kamloops next weekend. We'll have that for you here on Curling BC TV. And thank you for joining me, Jordan Kiss here. Sunday afternoon, men's final. Watching curling, what could be better? So try to roll this yellow one off here, and they won't roll all the way. And they'll bump the blue one in. So for Team Sato, sitting 2 right on the center line, another chance to put the center guard up. I'd also like to thank here the Vernon Curling Club, Jim Cotter and his family for hosting and organizing the event. It has been another great weekend here in Vernon. Always one of the top places to curl in the province. Great ice from Dave Merklinger. Special thanks to everybody, volunteers, everybody in the kitchen, everybody at the bar. One of the premier stops on the junior tour. Of course, again, as mentioned, there'll be Kamloops, and the final one will be in Esquimalt on the island on the Remembrance Day long weekend, while the men's and women's will be in Kelowna that weekend. So, Team Sato's pretty nicely guarded up there. And Team Ballard chasing and trying to open things up. Maybe we'll get a couple and watch out here. That's like the second time that's happened. These guys need to watch the rocks more. So now on to third stones here in the 6th end. Now the women's final is in end number 6 as well, but they haven't put up the score for the, or maybe they have. I gotta look harder. I believe it was a steal of 1 for Team Drexel. It was, so they now hold a 4-2 lead over Team Daniels as they play 6. Team Drexel, the last team on the women's side to get into the playoffs, got their spot on a last stone draw. Defeated Team Bulls in the quarterfinals last night, Team Richards in the semifinals this morning, and now they hold the lead against Sarah Daniels. So another peel here. Gotta try and move some of these rocks in the house as well, because it's a perfect setup right now for Team Sato. And they will drive that one by. That'll be another center guard here for Matt. Just looking to put this one again on the center line. And again, one more time to double peel. Then you got to start getting something in there. Move those around if you want to at least score here for Team Ballard. Then on Dawson's first, you're going to have to run something in. Allow yourself a easier shot. And we'll just get the one and take the yellow off. But I got 4 options on the left side there. 3 reasonable. The one closest to the boards. You don't think it's there. Maybe a little in off or something. But another center guard here. If you can get this one tight, this is one you want it. You put it right here. It gets in the way of these 2 run backs. And this guy you could still run into here, but that's extremely difficult. But it might be your only option. So Sato now in the hack, getting ready to throw his first as we're on to skip stones here in 6. The guard is made and can run the blue in. It's the shortest one's the easiest one, but if you want to get 2 here, you're going to have to run your own in. So right now they're just playing for their single point. You can get all 3 moving. That's what you want. At least get the one off the button and try to open things up for you. Maybe you have a draw on your last one. And he will hit and will roll over, making the run backs a little harder. So another center guard here, then it'll be a miracle shot for Team Ballard against 3. No, you could. These 2 here, which we can run back, which is difficult. You have this one straight into here. Or just, again, not easy. You could, try that. That'll be fun to see. But it's going to be a circus shot for Team Ballard here if they want to score. A perfectly played end by Team Sato. So guard is made, and for Dawson. You have to run a yellow one in. You have to. You could try to cut him down to 1. I think that's what he's going to do. Play the safe shot. Or you run something in and, you know, hope and pray you make it. Or maybe he can draw to the button here. He needs, you know, about half of the button to score a single. So a little easier than a run back. But he does have a shot here. This is a very tight port to draw through. You're gonna have to, I think you're gonna have to skinny by that blue corner to have a chance. This is looking nice. Oh, it looks like it just picked at the end. Oh, they had it, but they will cut Team Sato down to 1. So they'll take the 5-0 lead here. 2 ends to go. It's the men's final from the Rick Cotter. And more is on its way. Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club, Jordan Kiss with you, and number 7 of the men's final. Team Ballard, no, right now just looking to score, put some points on the board here. Try to get 2, and you've had a couple miracles already this weekend, looking for at least 1 more. As Sam makes the corner guard. And they're going to try tick here. These corner ones are really difficult to tick. See if they try to push it to the left here. Oh, Jacob Umback. As they're going to assume that a yellow one was going to go out, which it definitely was, and they'll put it right back. So another corner guard here going to be thrown from Team Ballard. So Sam with 2 nice corners here in the 7th end. Still can't peel. You can kind of do the same thing you did last end, just, maybe tap yours up here. We're going to try to take one more time with Josh's turn now. Over on sheet 4, on women's final, 6th end over there, Sarah Daniels is currently facing 4, as she, or excuse me, 2, as she's getting ready to throw her last rock. And as the take is missed by Josh. Now we're going to draw around the corner guards here. Going to go around the left one first. So they will rock on the guard, but they still leave another one up, so still good for Team Ballard. Any rocks in play is something they could use, draw behind, freeze onto. So they're going to peel this one on the right here. And they'll hit on the nose, so door is open right now for Team Ballard to try to generate a couple points. Would love to score 3. So maybe play a tap here, tap and roll. Tap that blue one behind the T-line so they can use it to freeze later on and, sit behind a guard. This one's looking pretty nice here from Brendan, and we'll tap the blue one. But this yellow one is wide open. So for Team Sato here, just hit it. You're not too worried about sticking. So we're on the 3rd rocks. I'm just going to clean this one, pick it out. And I don't have to play this blue one right now. Just, draw behind your guard. 4 rocks left. Would love for all of them to count here, Team Ballard. So right now trying to play the come around. This is looking very nice here. They'll finish it up and it will sit buried at the top of the 8-foot. So Hayato right now just going to go up there and peel it. And the peel is made there by Matthew. So you could go around the corner guard here one more time. Or you guard your own. Go either or. You throw one more guard at this, and I think you try, you really try for your 3. Team Sato right now. Anything, 2 is fine, you're giving up. You're still up 3 with the hammer coming into the last end. Now let's try to make this one curl. And will come under curl a little bit, so the yellow one's open. And they're just going to hit it on the nose here. You might see Dawson come around and play a freeze on the blue one. So in the women's final, 6th end, they steal a 2 for Drexel. They are up 6-2 as they play 7. Looking to pull off the upset against Team Daniels. Oh, this one's starting to move now. Will get by the guard, and they will hit the yellow. Now where will this one roll? It will roll over to the right, and I think for a Team Ballard with the 2 rocks left here, just freeze to this blue one. Or you could play a hit and roll, and behind the corner. You have to score 2 here. You have to score 2. So it looks like they're going to try to roll behind the corner guard to the right. When they do that, Hayato will have a shot on his blue to eliminate it. So I'm gonna maybe throw a little less weight at this. Just take a hair more ice. We're on it here. Brendan Reimer working hard. Trying for that roll. And it's going to come up on the nose. And so an open hit here. Try to roll in. Honestly, just make this yellow one go away. You're not worried about sticking. We'll see if they roll out if Team Ballard decides to blank or they just try to take their 1 here. So Hayato in the hack, his last here in 7. And the yellow one will be removed now. It'll be a draw for 1 here for Team Ballard. Needs a nice piece of the 8. A chance to finally get on the board here. Super's working hard on this one. Gotta get a good piece of the 8 to score 1 here, and it will come up light. Steal a 2, and it will be handshakes here. So Team Sato will be your men's champion here at the Rick Cotter Memorial, winning this one 7-0. Matthew McCready now a 2-time champion at this event. Same with Jacob Umbach. So we'll now move over to the women's final over on sheet 4. Team Drexel throwing yellow, up 4. So we are on third rocks over there. Unfortunately, I can't move the back camera right now. So this is what we got right now for review. So looking at just a draw here. Team Daniels trying to go behind the guard. And it will hit the yellow one, but it will go behind here. So Heather Drexel now throwing her last rock here in the 7th end. Looks like they're going to play a hit here on the Blues. And they will. So one will go, but still Team Daniels sitting 1. Now there is another one on the other side of the 8-foot, which you can't see right now. It looks like that one would be 4th shot. They're going to play around here. A little tap. And they will remove one of the yellows, so it is the blue sitting 1 right now in the 4-foot. Yellow at the back, sitting back 4, back 8, sitting 2nd. Blue at the top of the rings 3rd. And then again, there's another one over on the 8-foot, which you can't see. That is a 4th shot. But Everly here can see all of this one that's in the 4-foot. So hit it. You can try and roll in here. You're most likely, you could leave a double here. Kind of hard not to. I think you roll in just a little bit and just bite the button. So I'm trying to make this one curl. And they will hit it on the nose, so sitting 2 without the hammer, up 4. So Sarah will head down to throw her first rock here. Needs at least 2 in this end. He's at the home end here. Oh no, Sarah's still in the house. So still trying to figure out what to do here. So it looks like they have come to a decision here. Maybe play a freeze on this yellow one. You can hit roll towards the middle, and then hope Team Drexel jams on the double attempt. That way you'll have a shot for 3. Sarah Daniels in the hack now. Her first rock here in 7. Feeding Team Backer in the semifinal by shooting 2 in the 8th end. This is looking nice here. They will tap it up and roll for a shot on the button. So there's no double right now for Team Drexel, because it will jam. That is an absolutely perfect shot from Sarah. Now you could try and come in and freeze. So you could try something to sit right here. It looks like that's the call. That yellow corner guard could be in the way. So Everly heads down to throw her final stone. This one's looking pretty close here. On it for line. And it will hit the blue. But it will guard their rock at the back of the 4-foot. So I think the most Sarah can get here is 2. I do have the above house view right in right above me here behind the glass. So Sarah could go blue, and that's only for 2. Blue only for 2, a little rhyme there. She can draw for 2. No, maybe not. That yellow on the top of the 12 foot's in the way. We're taking a good look at this here. It's the women's final of the Rick Cotter Memorial here in Vernon. Part of the BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Ballard Direct and Best Western. So Sarah will head down. Looks like she's going to, I think, tap the blue. Easiest shot. Just got to tap it, get a nice little piece of the 4-foot. Jeepers cleaning this one. It's got to move a little bit for him. It's going to be close. Looks pretty nice here, and she will make it. So a score of 2 for Team Daniels here in the 7th end. They'll trail 6-4 heading into 8. Team Drexel with the hammer. Women's final, last end, is coming up right here from Vernon. It's the Rick Cotter Memorial.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.
Back here inside the Vernon Curling Club, last end. Team Drexel up by 2 with the hammer here in 8. We saw Team Daniel steal 2 in the 8th end in the semifinal to win. Can they steal 2 more here and force an extra? Only time will tell as the center guard is thrown from Jordan Henson. Now Naomi Britt's the lead for Team Drexel. Will try the tick. I am Jordan Kiss here, Vernon Curling Club. This one's going to go right by and will go on through. So a chance for Team Daniels now to get the double center guards. Now we'll come to rest on the center line. So 2 nice guards there from Jordan. So we're going to try to tick one more here on the one on the center line. Just going to hit the high one here, and we'll tap it up, and the yellow one will stick. And push the blue one into the 8-foot. So far, so good for Team Daniels. Sarah's going to ask Hannah to put a guard on this one. So this one's looking nice here from Hannah Lindner. So it is guarded. Still can't peel yet for Team Drexel. Just going to play one more tick here. I wouldn't mind even just peeling your own out here. I'm playing some weight at this. Is there one extra rock here? Oh, there is one extra rock. There's the one Drexel. So they can peel. I was really confused there for a second. Not keeping a tab on my rock chart here. So they do nose the peel. As we're on the, yeah, Drexel has hammer. What am I thinking? It's all right, so that's fine. Everything's all good now. So it's the last of the second rocks for Team Daniels. Oh, that's better. We're going to draw this one in. And it will come to the back of the 12-foot. No, on sheet 2, the men's consolation final. Team Caldwell, Team Marr, that's tied up at 4s. They play 8. Team Caldwell with the hammer. Or excuse me, yep, Team Caldwell with the hammer. They're going to peel the round out here, and that is made by Tanis. So we get down to the third rocks. So far, Team Daniels sitting in the 2. They need to force an extra. And Sarah Loken now will have her chance to throw. And that is a lovely guard there from Sarah. You know, expect Heather Drexel, who skips but throws the third stones here. Peel. Can make it and get the one in the house as well. That would be nice. Team Drexel getting the last spot in the playoffs on the women's side. Lost the qualifying game to Team Bulls in an extra end. Got in the playoffs based on a last stone draw because the 6th seed was determined by the team that didn't win their qualifying game and had the lowest score on the LSD, and that was Team Drexel. Then they played Team Bulls right after that, back-to-back, and defeated them quite handily. We've scored 13 points in that one last night. Defeated Team Richards in the semifinals, and now they're few rocks away from winning it all here in Vernon. As they nose it. And they will take out the back one, but will leave the center guard up. So Team Drexel giving Team Daniel has every opportunity to steal. So Sarah Daniel is going to ask Sarah Loken to come around the center guard. And you might see Team Drexel, just peel it or run it in. Might as well run it in because it is your rock. So that one will come up short, but that is fine. Still usable. Still can hide behind it. Still can guard it. Now they're going to peel this yellow one off here. You can run it straight into the blue one there on the 8-foot. You can even try to take both blues out. Straight peel's fine as well. I wouldn't mind taking the blue one out here because that's the one that's blocking your draw path. Maybe she can get all the guards up front here moving. And they will get the yellow one and we'll knock the blue one in. So both yellow spill. So sitting 2 here without the hammer. 2 to force an extra. 3, you steal 3, you win the game. I think they're going to throw one more guard here. You'll have to have Everly throw at least against, 2 or the last 3 if possible. Now Sarah Daniels heads down to step in the hack and throw her first rock here in the 8th end. Trailing 6-4. So on it for weight right now. A little bit for line, trying to make it curl. We're going to guard the one on the 12-foot, and that should do the trick. So for Team Drexel, looks like they can get at this one on the 12. Hit this out, then worst case scenario, you're going to an extra end. Beverly Royer, 4th stone thrower. Through the hole, hit the one and the 12. Maybe even make the double. Double would win it. She delivers her first. On and out of her hand. And she will hit and will roll over. But a chance here for Sarah to draw around and sit 2. They're going on a top 8-foot here. That is a call. If you go top 4, you allow Everly to draw, to the 4-foot and just cut them down to 1 here. So you want to make sure you block the draw as much as you can for Everly. The less rings you give her to hit, the better. So top 8 here behind the guard, and Everly will have to draw to the 4-foot for the win. And depending, she might have the same kind of hit through the port. It's the women's final. Rick Cotter Memorial. BC Junior Curling Tour presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. Sarah Daniels delivering her last in 8. Needs to at least sit second after this. This one is wide. And it's tracking. Gotta make sure you're second here. Needs a good piece of the 12, and she will. So Everly will have to throw her last. She could draw. They're gonna call a timeout here. So two options, you can draw. Just need a piece of the 8-foot, don't have to do a sit shot. Or you just make that open blue one go away. That's it. Those are your options. It's more of a matter of preference. And you see most teams here play the open hit because they don't have to stick it. They can, throw peel at it. So make sure it goes away. But if you feel comfortable on your draw, play the draw. As Coach Ken Bretz will come out and talk to them. So they're going to hit the open one here. Make it go away, and you are the 2019 champion at the Rick Cotter. Receive a bunch of tour points as well. And receive $2,000. Everly Royer. It's going to take your time on this one. Make the blue go away. As she delivers the final rock. They're making it curl now. Well, this is not looking good. Everybody's not too happy. And it will flash, and we will have extra ends here. Team Daniels for the second game in a row, stealing 2 in the 8th end. And this one is not over here in Vernon. We'll have a short break, but the extra end in the women's final is coming up next. Don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Lots more to come.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.
So back here inside the Vernon Curling Club, Jordan Kiss here with you. Women's final extra end. A little quick camera adjustment there to try to give you the best view possible. Again, I can't unfortunately move this high camera here. But it is a tie game. Team Drexel will have the hammer. Team Daniels stealing 2 in the extra end. No, in the 8th end. Not the extra. This is the extra. So right now, Team Drexel sitting 2 there at the back of the house. Team Daniels has their 2 center guards. So we're now on to the second rocks. Hannah Lindner for Team Daniels. As that one will come to the top of the 4-foot. And it looks like the blue one is a shot rock. So they'll peel. They'll get one of them. The yellow one will move over. So right now, momentum is on the side of Team Daniels right now. Team Drexel had a chance to win it. Couldn't in the 8th end. That's definitely a huge blow mentally. So it's important for them to bounce back. Just give yourself a shot for the win. So Team Dan is going to throw another guard on this blue one. So Team Drexel pretty okay with Team Daniels playing kind of to this side because the button is still open. And Janice will remove one of the Daniel stones. Now onto the third rocks here. So kind of the same shot here. Just place the guard on your own right now. That rock there is still a pretty good spot because Team Drexel can't come down the right side of the sheet and really hit it. Again, tough to see from this angle, but it's a pretty basic jam scenario. And they are going to just keep guarding it for their life right now. So again, looking at the double peel here for Team Drexel as Heather will head down and throw her third stones. And getting set in the hack. They will hit the yellow and hit one of the blue, so the yellow one will stay up there on the left, excuse me, on the right. But chance right now for Team Daniels to lock down the 4-footer that they can bury behind their center. Whereas each team does have one 90-second timeout to use. So Sarah Loken throwing her last. Top 4. Right on the center line. Jeepers on it now. Looks like they got lots of room by this guard here. Now it's about weight. There's top 4. And it will come up a little light. Partially open. Looks like they're going to try to play a run back here. Maybe the double's there. I don't think it is. But you can even if you just run the blue, go blue, your yellow one should end up being Shaw Rock after this. So you hit half that blue one on top. Your yellow one's going to be shot. It's going to be buried. But it is a freezable rock for Sarah Daniels. All right, trying to roll it off here. And they won't roll it far enough. But it will open up the 1 on the 4 foot for Team Drexel. It looks like they're going to throw a guard on it. It looks like right now Team Drexel will still have a draw to the button for the win. So Sarah Daniels, her first rock in the extra, looking to steal her way to a championship and a win. Stole 2 in the semifinal to win, stole 2 in the 8th end in this one, and looking to steal once more here. And she will guard the blue one, so 2 rocks left here for Team Drexel. Now is probably the time you would call a timeout. You have it. And they will. This is the shot to do it. You could right now try to play that draw. Then Sarah's going to have to make the hard shot. But you kind of have to make that one. Either you make it or you don't make it. You don't make it, chances drastically slim down. You make it, chances go the other way right up. It's the women's final here in Vernon. Rick Cotter Memorial BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Ballard Direct Insurance and Best Western. Jordan Kiss with you. In the consolation game on the men's side, Nick, thank you for chiming in here. It was Team Mar defeating Team Caldwell. Eric did have a shot to win. I'm not too sure what it was, but I know he missed it. So Team Mar is your consolation champion on the men's side. On the women's side, I believe Team Taylor did defeat Team Calhoun. Of course, our next event we'll be streaming is next weekend in Kamloops at the Crown of Curling. So right now, Team Daniel sitting 1. That's the winning point right now on the forefoot. So the timeout is now over. And we'll see what Team Drexel has decided here. So they're going to go for the run back here. You play the run double in the blues. That would be amazing. Even if you peel it, Sarah's going to have to make a nice guard. Then you're going to have a draw. I think by playing this shot, even if you miss it, it'll guarantee you a shot for the win on your next one. Or if you go for the draw now, if you miss it, you probably most likely won't have a shot to win. So it's making sure you have a chance here. We'll see if they decide just a straight peel. Well, they might try to do the double peel here because it'll open up both shots. Sarah can't guard both of them. You'll either have the double or the hit on the one and the forefoot. You even run this yellow straight back. Early Royer, her first here in the extra. And they will take it. Well, the Blues will go, and the crowd is excited upstairs. Lots of oohs and ahs. There was some down here as well. But Sarah going to throw a center guard on this. And then you'll see Everly try to play the slash. If that thing had a little more weight to it, that would have been perfect. So we center guard thrown here by Sarah. Again, if you can go right to it, you gotta be careful that you might leave a double. So just a center guard here. Trying to make this one curl. So they will block it off, and looks like they'll have a raise here on the yellow one for the win. You just got to make that blue go to the forefoot, and you can't hit your yellow one at the back. Or maybe there's a hole here. Try from this angle. Not much better. Doesn't look like the hole's big enough. So they're going to go yellow one. I think you hit it on the nose. Your hair on the high side should do it. Can't hit your yellow one at the back. And they're going to go for it here. So a second chance here for Team Drexel, and Everly Royer to win it here in the women's final. A little more difficult on this one, but definitely makeable. Run the yellow to the blue, make the blue go away, and your rock at the back of the 4 will be your winning point. Maybe even the rock you run in could be the winner. The last rock here in the extra. Last rock in this game. Make this curl. It's going to be close here. It's going to be close. To get it, and it will jam, unfortunately. And Sarah Daniels will steal her way to a win here in Vernon. Everly coming oh so close. And Team Daniels are your 2019 champions here at the Rick Cotter in a thrilling affair. So Team Sato and Team Daniels are your champions. And that will do it here from the Vernon Curling Club. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you to the Vernon Curling Club, Jim Cotter and his family, for everything they've done here this weekend. It's been another great weekend, and we can't wait for more action next weekend in Kamloops at the Crown of Curling. That will get underway on Friday. For myself, Jordan Kiss, thank you again for joining me this weekend. And again, we'll talk to you very good soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll talk to you again on Friday.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Ballard Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Ballard Direct.